So if I push it backwards, it goes forwards. That's the neighbor that I'm having a problem with right there. I see Paris, I see France. We've already given her a BBL. Today it's time for a facelift. Yes, this is my 1997 rare Mercedes E420, and yes, we are changing the headlights. I have decided to go with the newer look so you can see through them. It's going to completely transform the car. We also have a new seat. So this old girl right here is going to go away. Like I said, I went to the junkyard, I found one, I applied power, I moved it forward and aft, and everything else was great. She came out, this one's coming out, the new one's going in, and it's going to completely transform the way that this car looks. So without further ado, let's get started. That is a backbone to something. Take another bite. Not at the camera. Yeah, we got rain. Hunt for the second vehicle has taken us to Dynamite? No way! What are you gonna say?
It's just too much for me to screw out. I'm in the car.
Well, this could be fun. I need the seat to go backwards. So if I push it backwards, it goes forwards. And if I push it forwards, it goes forwards. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? I need access to the front. I guess she wants to give me access to the back. So let's see if we can get the back bolts out. They're just two little star bolts, and then hopefully, here we go. Now she wants to go. Now she's going back. Let's do this while she's going backwards. Let's get the front ones out first. And then we can, there they are right there. See them? That's all the access I need. So I'll remove those two, move it forward, and remove the seat. We'll also undo the little connectors, which are right here. This is the easiest thing to do ever. And I probably just jinxed myself by saying that. Front seat is loose. It's just a matter of hefting it out of here. So we'll get this thing out. We'll put the new one in. I'm gonna save this piece right here too, because I broke the one on the new seat. So hopefully this will come out very, very easily, and hopefully the new one, it attaches the same way. So we'll just have to see. In fact, why don't you guys join me as we do this? Can I do this at the same time? I don't even know. Let's just kind of see. Here we go. Yeah, look at this. Okay. Super simple. You go off there, and then you come with me. Look at that. So easy. And here you can see the new one, which looks just like the old one, but it's not beat up. We have the side piece transferred over. It's basically just one screw here and a clip right here. So you unscrew it there, push this forward, the whole thing comes off. To put it on backwards this way, pop, screw, you're good to go. Seat belt goes in here, cover goes on top. I ran into a bit of a problem. Yeah, I don't know if I fried the motors when I was trying to figure out which connectors to connect in the junkyard. I brought a little battery, you know, like an 18-volt battery, and I was poking around and I may have fried the motor. So what I had to do was take off the old, put on the new one. So we did a little upholstery work, and that means this piece right here can now go on to the driver's door, okay? This looks fantastic. This is a really good match. Everything is nice. It looks like a new seat. And if I put on the new top part of the seat, I can get rid of that. So depending on how the car reacts, I might do that. I mean, it's the same thing left and right. So we might have to do that, which would be a great savings. So for 75 bucks, I was able to hopefully fix two seats. Look at her. She's beautiful. So we'll get her in the car and we will give her a test. You notice something else I picked up. Yep, I got the driver's floor mat. We'll do some repair on that and cover up a very, very, very ugly floor. See that right there? So that'll be really, really nice. We have this. It looks fantastic. And it goes forward and it goes backwards. Even the little headrest goes up and down. So yay, yay, yay. So let me put this in there, and then we're going to try to remove the other cushion, that I can throw away the frame for the seat. But this thing is looking so much better. And no, the headlights have not arrived yet. They're supposed to be here today. So hopefully I'll have a chance to put them on. We are very lucky because this is the pre-facelift. So these headlights are much easier to change. This is a separate piece from the bumper right here. If you have a 2000 E-Class to 2002, then the bumper kind of slides into this part right here, and to replace your headlights, the whole bumper has to come off. Not so with this one. There's a bolt here, and I think there might be one on the side. I don't remember. And we just undo it, and then we have access. We have a bolt here that we have to get to, and there should be another one on this side. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like when I get it off, but I cannot wait. And yes, I chose Depot. Okay, hopefully everyone's gonna be happy with me. The voting, so many people went ahead and let me know what they were thinking. That's the neighbor that I'm having a problem with right there. Yeah, so apparently someone has complained to the city where I live that I've had too many cars parked in my driveway. I'm being very personal right now, but I received a note over 2 or 3 years ago from a neighbor who sent an anonymous note to me and said that having so many cars parked in my driveways was ugly. The neighborhood it was terrible for the neighborhood, blah, 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 blah. Should they report this to the station that I worked at when I was a news anchor? You know, it was just mean-spirited. It was not signed. There was not a return address. But it was just mean as could be. And I know who it is. I absolutely know who it is. So my other neighbor came over and talked to me. We're getting very personal now. My next door neighbor came over and talked to me and said this same neighbor had asked his wife if I was like a car dealer or why I had so many cars parked in front of my house. And she just said she didn't really know, and she said that I was a good neighbor, and you know they've got my back. Well, 2 days later, this was a Sunday, and on Tuesday, guess who showed up in front of my house? City inspector. I got a picture of him. Yeah, he was taking pictures of my cars. Fortunately, I have 2 driveways. If you haven't figured it out yet, I have this driveway right here. Then I have another one right over there that goes to the back of the house. And in the back of the house is where I do a lot of the dirty work. Well, the city inspector came out and I haven't heard anything from them. I did my own little research and all the cars are tagged. I have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 cars up front. They're all tagged, they're drivable. I just washed 7 cars Sunday when I was talking to my neighbor. And I haven't heard from the city inspector yet, but the person who just drove by was my mean neighbor. I know who it is. I don't know if he knows who it is. I don't know if he knows. I know it's him, but I do. And I'm not very happy about it. Anyway, let's get back to the headlights. Yeah, we have headlights to put on. I don't know if someone's going to gripe about me having hood up on my driveway. I don't care at this point. The only restrictions we have in our HOA are the length, how tall your grass is. That's about it. So we're going to remove the headlights and I'll show you how easy they are to get off. 5 bolts and she's out. Okay, so we have 2 bolts holding this on. One here kind of behind this little rubber gasket. Then this piece just kind of pops out, but it's held on by the gasket below and you can just kind of leave it right there. Now, then you have one here, one under here, and one right there. These are all 8s, and then you have access to remove your headlight. And look, this car has been painted like I thought. Look at that. That's a little mark from where they painted it. But look at the fleck in here, the green and the blue. This is the coolest paint job ever. So we'll remove this, open up our new one, and I'll show you what we're going to go to. Here is the new Depot right headlight. You ready for some beautifulness? Look. Now these are not Chinese. These are from Taiwan, I believe. I'll have to research this. At last check, they were from Taiwan. Look, there's your back. Look at the front. Look at how this is going to change. Okay, we'll get the saran wrap off here, and then I'll show you. I do want to note that they did protect this very, very well. Other than in the box itself, this right here is adjustable, and so you don't want it flopping loose. So they had a zip tie through here and a little bar right here holding it all together, okay? Then to officially put it in, the cap goes in right here. It goes in this little spot. There you go. And then you have one little bar to attach there, and then a bar that goes right here. So we'll get this all nice and neat, and then we're going to install it. It's going to be fantastic. Oh my goodness, this is going to make a huge difference. We have one headlight installed. Look at the difference, okay? Old, new, completely different. That changes everything about the car. I got a squirrel digging on my garden. Anyway, look at that. It was so easy to put on. All the bolts went right back where they were supposed to, and the light bulbs are included. So these ugly ones are coming off next, and I can't wait for nighttime. I really want to see what this is like at night. I really, really do. Time for the left one, and if you'll notice right here, depot, it says made in Taiwan, okay? This is a little bar that holds everything together for you. So all you have to do is cut this off and then remove the bar and the zip tie, and you're good to go. Okay? That was such a nice little touch. So cool. All right, let's get this one installed. I also want to show you these electrical connectors just go right in, okay? It's a perfect fit. And these have been out for a long, long time. I know I'm late to the show on bragging on these things, but there's still people out there who haven't tried them because they think they're just junk. And it just goes on like that. This will go on like that. You push it in, you hear a little click, and you're good to go. And ho, yes, sir. Please, can I have some more? Well, I can't tell you how pleased I am. You're looking as good as you over there with all of your new eyes and headlights and lenses and all that kind of stuff. Look at this. Okay, so let's lower the hood. I've got it in the service position here. We're going to lower it very, very easily. There you go. You don't think that makes a difference? Whoa, that's beautiful. That is gorgeous. Do they work? I hope. Let's find out real quick. I see lights. I see Paris. I see France. I see, you know, the rest of the story. Look at that. Oh, she's pretty. She is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Okay. Price, I think, if I remember right, this was $220 delivered, which is fantastic. So thank you, Depot from Taiwan. What a huge difference this has made. Look, it even matches the chrome and the chrome on the bumper and the chrome on the wheels. We have the door panel or the door card removed. Super easy on these cars. This is, okay, so this is the back side of it. You have the C-clamp right here that is a screw. You have a screw right here by the door latch, and you have one under handle right here. Then these things just pop off. And like always, a couple of them broke, so I'm gluing them back on so the door panel is nice and good to go. We also have the new window regulator right here. And let me show you what the old one looks like. And this is a common problem on these cars. Well, it's, how old is this? It's a 97, 07, 17, 28-year-old car. Oh, this is what everybody does. Instead of getting a new window regulator, they put a big piece of wood right there just to hold it all together. This is what happens. This breaks. Okay, the wire breaks, it just comes apart. So hopefully, I don't know if the motor's damaged or not, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rivets to drill out. Then this thing just comes out. I think it's already removed from the window, if I'm guessing right. And we'll just see what lies beneath. Okay, so let's do some drilling and then I'll show you. At this point, I don't know what to say. Okay, this is the old window regulator. Beefy, aluminum, all kind of, you know, molds and all that kind of stuff to hold everything in. This is the replacement. This wasn't a super cheapie. This was kind of a mid-priced one that I've got. And the instruction set is for both left and right. I don't know. So we'll see how this thing holds up, because you have all kinds of extra holes right here. So you can, I don't know, we'll just see if it works. This is the little clip that always breaks as well, and it basically holds the window in kind of right there. And then as the motor spins, these cables move, and this goes up and down for your window to work, okay? So now all we have to do, one, is pray that these little clips are where they're supposed to be. I don't know, let's just go do a test run here. We'll just kind of see what's going on. I don't know if this is going to work out or not. So my clip did not break, fortunately. But this thing, I don't know. So I'm guessing it's going to go like this. There's not the little clip that hangs it up there. It's going to go like that. Ugh, I hope it fits. Let's lower the window. Well, we're going to have to attach this. We have to attach this and then lower the motor to lower the little bracket that the window sits on. Let's see if we can do that real quick. We have achieved success. This is the little bracket. This is the little clip right here that is just like this one, and it holds. This is attached to the regulator. This is the actual window, and it just kind of holds everything together right there, and these things break. In my case, everything broke. The wire broke. Everything was a mess. But I think we have it working. Let's see if it's going to go up and down. I think it will. I'm hoping. All right, here we go. And look at that. So that's a win. Absolutely. We have three working windows. 3 out of 4 is not bad. This one doesn't do anything at all over there. So I got to figure out what's going on with that one. We're on the passenger side now, and we have discovered why nothing happens when we push the button. There's nothing to make happen when we push the button. There's no motor back here. It's missing. Do I even have the wiring? Wait, okay, here's wires. So we do have wiring. We're missing the motor, and they've taken these huge, look how long these screws are. 2-inch screws. This is the wrong window regulator. This is a piece of junk. Holy crap. So we're going to have to get a motor. We'll order another window regulator. And then, as always, lots of these little attachment points came off when I took this off. Wow. We'll have to glue that on. But that's going to be in a different video. I'm not going to make you guys wait, because I'm just going to release the video like it is. The car looks so much better. We do have to fix this. This has come out. It just kind of sits in this track right here, so I got to kind of mold it and push it back in place. It's not real fun, but it'll work. It'll be fantastic, like I always say. And then we'll have, a beautiful car to sell. As you can see, night has arrived. I've got the expert with me. We're going for a car ride. Jump up. She loves her car rides. She absolutely does. Okay. What we want to do is to kind of see how bright they are. And I might turn them down a little bit, because I did a little pre-test. And they seem to be pretty high. Okay, so you can see right there. I think that's going to be fine. Here's what they look like. They're gorgeous. Look at that. Yes, 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 and yes. Although they look like the Sleepy Dwarf to me. I don't know, that looks like Sleepy Dwarf eyes. Let's see how we're doing. Now you notice we have lamp defective and the check engine electronics. I have a slight leak in the vacuum system somewhere in here, or it could be the gas cap. I think it's the gas cap, actually. All right, let's just kind of see how we're doing. Ooh, That looks so much better than before. Can you see? I don't know if you can see Lola back here. Probably not. Look at that. So I need to get on flat ground and go ahead and aim them. I think they're a little high. I mean, there's a measurement. You park, you know, what is it, 10 feet away from the wall, and you go up and you measure the height, and it should be no more than, I don't know, 3 feet. I don't know what it is. I'll have to look at it and see, but I think these are just fantastic. I could probably aim them down just a little bitty bit, but they're so much better than they were before. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. So fortunately, on the very top of the headlights, there are some adjustment knobs. You put a 10 millimeter socket on there, and you very carefully turn them, and it will raise and lower, and then the other one will kind of swing the headlight to the left or the right. You have to be very careful so you don't break it. If you turn it too far, you'll break it, and then you got to buy new headlights or just live with wherever your headlights got stuck at. But this is really nice. This is really, really cool. Whoa, that is bright. All right, Lola, what do you think? Are you happy? Are you happy, Mommy? You get to go out for a ride in the car? There you go. Yes, ma'am. This light is way too bright. It's showing way too many wrinkles and all that kind of stuff on my face. You're so pretty. You're a good girl. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for the video, everybody. I want to say thank you for watching and participating in this. We have completely transformed the car. All I have to do is put on the final window motor, the new regulator, button that up, and the car is going to be for sale. So if you're interested in a beautiful, gorgeous 97 E420 that is so powerful, this thing is so fast on the highway and will still get really good gas mileage, let me know. The email address, monkeywrenchmike123@gmail.com. I'm not going to deliver it. You know where I live, though. You can come pick it up, and it will go anywhere you want it to. Fly in from California, drive it back out. It'll make it, guaranteed. No worries at all. Well, I can't guarantee it, but I'm almost 100% sure the car will make it. All right, everybody. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Lola would certainly appreciate it. And we are back with another video very, very soon. Okay, everyone. Have a great day, or a great night, I guess, rather. Goodbye.